Hello once again, good friends. Welcome, new subscribers. I'm Brian from Apex Detail. Today, we are going to put two very popular, very easy to use polymer spray sealants on the same test panel. We're going to put them side by side and have a blast comparing the two. We're going to put Meguiar's Fast Finish aerosol spray sealant on the same panel with the double black bead maker, also a spray sealant. On the same panel, we'll compare application, we'll compare removal, we'll compare gloss, depth, we'll compare shine, we'll compare how they repel water, durability, and you know me, I'm going to beat them up towards the end, so let's have some fun. Let's head out into the shop. I have a test panel ready to go. Let's get to it. Double black Renny Doyle collection bead maker is $32 for the gallon, 500 milliliters for $16. Meguiar's Fast Finish aerosol spray sealant, 8.5 ounces, in a kit for $17. One thing that has to be noted, the Fast Finish by Meguiar's, being aerosol, can only be ground shipped. So there are some of you out there that might not be able to get the product. Okay, let's get moving here. I often get asked how I prep the surface for a sealant or a coating. So let's just take, for instance, this panel was corrected. Right after correction, I'm going to use an IP wipe or panel wipe, body solvent, whatever you want to call it. Then I'll grab the Angel Wax Perfect Polish or even the Polish Angel Escalate Lotion. And I'm going to do one crisscross pattern with that, wipe it off, grab the IP solution one more time to get that residue off, and we are ready to go. We have a naked clear coat and it's ready for protection. All right, we have two designated areas taped off for both sealants. On your left, we will be applying the double black bead maker. I've showed in a previous video how to apply that. You can either spray directly onto the panel or into a microfiber towel or microfiber application pad such as this. Small circular motions, straight lines, crisscross pattern, it doesn't matter, just so you spread it out evenly and cover the entire area. Both application and removal have been a breeze for me in my area, but I do have to report in areas with very high humidity. If you are applying heavy, you may have a problem with streaking. So the remedy would be spray the product lightly into a microfiber towel or application pad, spread out from there, and then go ahead and layer for extra protection and gloss. Now we'll go to the Meguiar's Ultimate Fast Finish and apply the same way with the microfiber pad. You can see application is a bit more oily, reminds you more of a silicone sealant. And I'll give you the close-ups here as we're applying and the first few seconds as it starts to cure before we wipe it off. Again, crisscross pattern, use circular motions, doesn't matter, just make sure it's spread out evenly and on the entire area. Wiping the Meguiar's Fast Finish off is a breeze as well. Both products are easy to apply, easy to remove. Now, since we do have to wait for the double black to cure, which is recommended 8 hours, that doesn't mean you have to have it protected under a tarp, under lights for 8 hours. Just don't wash it. I've already been playing with it and have applied it right before a rainstorm, and it really didn't affect its durability and the outcome. So we're just going to take a quick look as both of these products are starting to cure. We'll take a look at the gloss on both sides, and then I'm going to get some work done, and we'll come back at the end of the day, and we're going to start beating these up. All right, not quite 8 hours, more like 6, but this will have to do. Both sealants have been sitting there curing. From here on out, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. At the end of the video, I'd like you to let me know down in the comments section which of the two you would prefer for your car. So here, take a look. Take a look at depth, gloss, reflection, shine. As usual, guys, I'm going to get the best angle I can using both the shop light and the overhead light so you get a sense of what these products are doing and what they look like. It does you no good if I keep the camera on the stand and just yak about it for 15 minutes. I want you to get the sense of what these can do, what they can withstand, what they look like going on, coming off, and also how they resist different chemicals and pressurized water and all types of things. So this benefits both of us. Now we're going to introduce some water. I'm first going to mist it on, and then we'll see how it resists free-flowing water, and then I'll pump up the pressure, see how it withstands water that's under extreme pressure, and we'll move on. The hydrophobic properties of both sealants are quite similar. If you have forced air to aid you in drying your vehicle, it just lets the beads roll right off the side of the panel. Alright, time for me to have some fun and emulate some of the possibilities and conditions that the sealant applied to your car can come in contact with. First, we're going to start with purple power. I have it cut 5:1. Why purple power and I use that a lot? Well, I got to tell you, if a lot of you go through the automatic car wash, and I know some of you do, the first chemical your car will come in contact with will be a pre-soak, which is an alkaline, and it's somewhere in between 10 and 12 on the pH scale. Yes, that high, sometimes even higher. So this here is how I can emulate that condition, and this is how the two sealants respond to it. And we're going to rinse that thoroughly, and we'll blast it pretty good with the pressure washer here, but there will still be a bit of a film to remove, and we'll use an IP solution for that. You can see they both are there. They both protect in slightly different ways, but they both will withstand quite a lot here, and we're going to keep rolling. Next up, let's remove the film from the cleaner and then also beat up the sealant even more with an IP solution. Some of us use these solutions to remove old waxes or sealants. Wax is not quite a chore, but some of the sealants you have to go over the car more than once to be effective. Some of them can be quite stubborn to remove. Okay, now it's time to emulate some of the chemicals that can mix in with rainwater after it rains and splashes up from the roadway up onto your car. First up is going to be antifreeze. It's really quite scary to think of every chemical that could be mixed into that rainfall laying on the roadways ready to splash up onto your car. I mean, we're talking antifreeze, we're talking about transmission fluid, motor oil, diesel, gasoline, and that's just some of the stuff that we know of. So a good quality sealant or coating is really a must for any vehicle that you want to keep for any period of time, or you just want to keep looking nice. Speaking of motor oil, yes, I have some motor oil here. It's actually used, and it is cut a little bit as trying to emulate again that it's been down on the roadway mixed with rainwater and ready to splash up on your car. By the way, I have a dozen at least chemicals mixed up and ready to go to test sealants and coatings, and that will be coming up soon. Well, we need to clean off the motor oil, so why not a cleaner? Purple Power, once again, let's double up the torture. Hope it's showing up in the camera, but they both are still there. They're both in full force. They're protecting in their own way, but they're both present and ready to go. And you know what? For good measure, let's throw in another product. That's going to be the Carb Pro Iron X. That is a triple threat: a traffic film remover, shampoo, and a chemical introduced to kickstart the phosphorus metal removal process. Yes, both sealants are still there, and they both are still protecting. They may be fading quite a bit, but they're still there. Did want to show you this real quick, staining from the motor oil on one side on the one sealant that didn't rinse away. Rinsed away on one sealant, didn't rinse away on the other. However, it wipes off easily, so no big deal. And before we end the video, I just want to mist a little bit of water on here. I could show you the outlines of both sealants. They both are still there, faded quite a bit, but I want you to be the judge here. Let me know down in the comments section which one of these sealants you would prefer for your vehicle. Okay guys, two very popular, very easy to use spray sealants. And I thought I would put them on a test panel so we could both compare them, just in case you're looking at one or the other. I will have a link for both down below. I use both and I truly enjoy both. They are a blast to use and they really do give some incredible results. If you have any questions on either one, don't hesitate. Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you in the next video.